Every ex nigga mad and they big bidder. Diamonds on the chain blinging off my tits, nigga. I hit his phone, he gon' curve her like a pitch, nigga. Worth the mean, pussy good, so we been hooked. If he got seen out with me, it's a big look. Worth the pop, body smoking like a big blunt. Some big dick, only thing that a bitch wants. Left the lot with a big body, thick dot. All my niggas in the spot, you could get got. This that 40.
So welcome to my channel. So today I'm basically going to be telling you guys about how I became a phlebotomist in 3 weeks. So yeah, let's get started. So first, if you see me looking down, I have like notes so I don't forget what I'm talking about. So first, I attended Cutting Edge. That's a program basically that has many different individual trainings inside. Like I want to say, I know it was like some medical assistant, some like construction, like it has so many different things. So if you go to the website, Cutting Edge tradingacademy.com, you can like, you know, see all the different things that they have there. I don't know all of them off the top of my head simply because I was only interested in phlebotomy. But yeah, so the what was I at? Sorry. So basically, Cutting Edge, you can join there for free if you have food share. So I had food share, so I was able to take the class for free. So it was no cost, no expense, you know, I didn't have to pay anything. I was all set to go. They gave me a call, and that's how it went. So I had an interview and things like that. The interview wasn't really anything. She just talked to me asked me a couple questions, basically giving me like a little background about the program and things like that. Then I went to orientation, and it was the same thing, where I received my textbook. So this is the textbook that you will receive when you do apply for the or when you go to orientation. This is the textbook that you'll receive. So it was a 3-week training. Basically it was self-taught. I talked to my instructor. Okay, so like the first week I talked to my instructor. We had like kind of a introduction conversation. After that, I really didn't hear from him until I started to hear more from him. I want to say like the end of the second week or the beginning of the third week. He was very, proactive. If I had any questions, I was able to call him at his phone number. We had his email, so he was very proactive. It was just, it was kind of self-taught, so it wasn't like I went to a class and he was there talking to me, it wasn't any of that. So yeah, like I said, it was self-taught, and it wasn't that hard. Like the first week, we basically went over like the basics, heart, blood, things like that. The second week, we learned like the tubes and additives and order of blood draw, things like that, the different tests that goes with the tubes and things like that. And then, the week 3 was kind of you wrapping everything up. You went to clinicals. Yeah, so that's kind of like the basis of the whole 3 weeks and how everything laid out. So the clinicals, we had the instructor, and you would go in, and this is where we would start our clinical. So we would do our blood draws on the prosthetic arms and things like that. So yeah, that was out of everything. I'm mostly a what do you call it? I'm a hands-on learner. So I was coming into this, I was a bit nervous because I've tried college. I did college for 2.5 years, and the last, I want to say, year, we had to, because of Corona and things like that, of COVID, everything was online. So I kind of struggled with that a bit because I wasn't good at like, just being self-taught. Like it wasn't working for me. So if you're a person that's not good with being like, teaching yourself and things like that, I know me personally, I'm not good with that, but I successfully passed this. So if you're interested in that, don't come into it being scared, because it's really not as hard as it seems. You get the textbook, you have videos that you watch. Your instructor is my instructor was Patrick from the Cutting Edge Agency, and he is very good. Like Patrick was A+. He's a very good instructor. But yeah, like I said, I'm not a a self-taught person. I like to like do hands-on and have my instructor like help me and things like that. You know, I can't really just sit there and teach myself because I procrastinate. I do a lot of things. So self-taught isn't really my favorite, but it worked in my favor this go around. What else can I talk about? Oh, like I said, you know, you watch videos. The videos are the videos are of your instructor, like, you know, going over like words, you know, the glossary and things like that, or breaking down some of the things like safety and compliance, things like that, OSHA, the regulations, precautions, things like that. And yeah, that's kind of like the course, basically, the things that I said, the clinicals, videos, and the textbook and things like that. Also, something else that I want to say about the textbook, this textbook is your best friend. This is your best friend because it's not a regular textbook. I'll kind of give you like well, that was kind of sucky, but I don't know if you can really see, but so the textbook kind of has like, you can write inside of it and things like that. It has, this is the pre-practice test for the exam. Then this is like giving you a picture of like a requisition form. Let me see what else. Also, it has a little fun things in here as well, like like word puzzles and scrambles and things like that to make like the learning, you know, fun and things like that. But this is a good textbook simply because it's like many textbooks combined, or I want to say it's the NHA textbook, I believe. It's the NHA textbook, but it's literally just highlighting. All the pages in here are the things that you have to know. Like, it's, you know how textbooks have like so many things that it's like, it could be a whole paragraph, but only one important sentence in that paragraph is important. That's what this is. This is literally a breakdown of what's important from the main textbook. So that's the good thing about this, and this will help you in the long run and will be your best friend because it literally has everything that you need to know as a phlebotomist to be successful. So talking about the exam now. So today I actually did take my exam. I'm going to show you guys. So today I actually went in there and took my exam. Finally, I'm so excited. So this is my certification. So I went today and actually took my exam and I passed. Woo! You do need a score of 390 to pass. I scored a 418. Woo woo. Lucky for me. I was so excited. I was so nervous as well because I don't know. I was just very nervous. Like, I don't know if it's any more of you out there that's like, you know, when tests come, you be having this anxiety and like, I don't know. It's just so crazy. But yeah, I was so nervous. And when you get done with the test, I know for mine, the ones, well, today when I went with a group of people that also took theirs, I know for ours, we got our test results right away. So right when we got done, we knew them right away. And but the only nerve-wracking thing for me was that you know, so somebody, it was, I want to say it was like 3 people in the room with me. So one of the people got done first and she passed. So he was like very excited, you know, they were, woo, you know, congratulations, things like that. But it was so nerve-wracking because me and this other person, we're taking our test and it's like, well, I hope we pass because, you know, it's not going to be a celebration. So everybody's going to know that I didn't pass or whatever. So that was the only thing that was kind of scaring me a little bit. And it was just like, oh my God, I need to focus. But whole time I have like 20 questions left, or like, you know, I had 20 questions left. It was like, and then I had like 40 minutes left to take the test. But I was just so nervous because I'm like, oh, everybody's going to know if I fail because, you know, woo woo. So then I started not thinking about the test. It was just all over the place. But I will say the NHA exam is not that hard, but it's not a test that you can just not study for. I'm going to actually make another video after this, and I'm going to be putting, you know, I'm going to be talking about some of the questions that they ask and things like that, and what you should know and what you should study before taking the exam, because like I said, it's not a hard test, because once you have studied and studied and studied, you're going to know what you need to, you know in your brain and stuff like that. But it's not, like I said, it's not a test that you should just not study for, because it is some tricky questions on there. So it's 2 hours and it is 120 questions. My book also tells me, like, it gives me like the breakdown of things like that, of what each section will be. I know when I was studying for the NHA exam, a lot of the videos that I watched, a lot of people were saying like how theirs were different and things like that. So I don't know if it depends on the program you're going through or the state. I don't know what it depends on. But for me, going through Cutting Edge and living in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, that was the whole layout for me. And like I said, I'll make another video basically telling you how to prepare, what to prepare for, what you should study, what you shouldn't study, things like that. Like I said, overall, it was not hard for me. I would say it was medium. It was very medium. It wasn't hard learning how to, you know, get all the information and things like that, because also a great thing that Cutting Edge does for you is they create these checklists, and as you complete everything, you just check it off and things like that. So I want to say that's a good thing, because, you know, it keeps you organized. It keeps you, you know, yeah, just basically keeps you well organized. So yeah, so that is how I became a phlebotomist in 3 weeks. I went to the Cutting Edge program. I received it for free. I don't know how much it costs if you aren't receiving it for free through the food share benefit program, but I received it for free through Cutting Edge. It only took me 3 weeks, and it was self-taught. I never went into a classroom or anything like that. Only time I would do that was when I had clinicals, and clinicals were, I want to say, about 45 minutes to an hour, but that was really easy as well, as long as you studied, did the work. And like I said, I had an awesome instructor, Patrick. He really, you know, helped you out through everything and things like that. So he was a great instructor. So hopefully you get him if you do go through the program. I don't know if he's the only phlebotomist there, or the trained, certified technician there or not, but he was a great instructor. And overall, like I said, it was a great experience, and you should try it.